Hi, I'm Raquel from Fangelis. I'm here with Sarah Shahi, the living lady of Sex Life. And nice to meet you.
Oh, it's so nice to chat with you, Raquel. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm well. Thank you so much.
Well, my first question is, why do you think there is so much negativity when a woman tries to express her sexuality?
That's a really great question. And I feel like it's an interesting one because even though I'm not trying to blame society for it, I feel like it's a narrative that we've heard over and over again in society, that it's like once you reach a certain age or you have children or you get married, you're just not supposed to want as much as you do. You're not supposed to desire as much as you do. And I think that women for the longest time have hidden those parts of themselves. They've hidden their wants and desires because, they've been told that they have to live in this little box. And what you should want and what you should do should just stay within here. And if you have kids, then your job is just to stay at home and raise those kids. But when it comes down to it, it's like we are complex, we're layered, we're messy, we're beautiful creatures. And, to be able to have a show who's kind of honors, all the different layers of what a woman is and to portray that character. I mean, it's an honor to do that.
Okay. You identify with your character in any way?
Yes, there's a lot about Billie that I could relate to. I'm a mother myself. I'm a mother of 3 kids. I have a 12-year-old and I have 6-year-old twins. And if there's anything that I've learned, it's that motherhood is very complex. It's very messy. There's no right way of doing it. And I can be a super awesome mom, but then also question my life, which I feel is what Billie does. She's an incredible mom, but then she can also look back on her life and say, well, what happened to that other girl? What happened to those parts of myself that I used to love, that I used to be wild and free with, and she's having a bit of an identity crisis. And I think that that's something that is very brave to put on screen because, again, with society, we're not really allowed to question those things. So the fact that this show does, I think is incredibly brave. And I think Billie's a character with so much courage.
Okay. What do you think is the turning point for your character in the history?
I'm sorry, what is important for what?
The turning point, the inflection point of your character in the history. What do you think it is?
I think it's one of those things where at the end of the day, even though Billie is, we meet Billie at a time in which she's having this identity crisis. And I feel like when she finally gets down to the truth of who she is, she can't ignore the fact that she's got these wants and these desires. And she used to hide them, but now she's at a point where she can't hide them anymore. And they're screaming from deep inside of her, and she's a character who wants to have it all, and she's going to go out and get it no matter what. So I just want people to really sort of, not only enjoy the fantasy sort of sexy ride that this show can take you on, but then also really sort of dig to the truth of who they are, the good parts and the bad, the desirable parts and the not so desirable parts, and really have the courage to go out there and live their lives to sort of the truest and the most fullest forms.
Okay. Do you read the book?
No. I've read parts of the book. I read parts of the book actually. But no, I didn't read the book because as much as the show, is definitely inspired by the book, but the show is not like a true account of the book. So I didn't read the book.
That's okay. No matter. Well, will you be in for a season 2? Crossing fingers.
Oh my gosh, I'm crossing all my fingers, my toes, my eyes. I'm crossing everything I have. Yeah, absolutely. I would love that. I think especially after that last episode and that cliffhanger that happens, it's like I'm dying to know what happens with these characters after the doors close. So, I hope we are lucky enough to get that season 2.
Okay, you will change some decision of your character.
Say that again. I was saying what?
Yes, you will change some decision of your character. I mean, you think, don't do that. This is a mistake. You will change something.
No, I wouldn't change anything. As an actor, it's not really my job to judge what she's doing. So it's like for me, even though I have plenty of moments where I feel like I'm screaming at her, as I'm reading it, I don't really judge her. My job is to really kind of find the humanity in what it is that she's doing, and the humanity in this very sort of fucked up journey that she's going on. And, so no, I really wouldn't change anything about what she does.
Very good answer. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time. Can't
Thank
wait
you.
to see you in Sex Live in June 25th.
That's right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.